Allow me to introduce you guys to today's Toptech nightmare of the day. This tough gaming motherboard is having instability issues and will literally power off mid-anything. One of the first things we did was go into BIOS and check if it was being overclocked, because sometimes it'll cause system shutdowns like that. And we set it to the stock memory speeds of 3200, and there we go, shut down again. We also tried it with one RAM stick, and it still boots up, but still has the same shutdown issue. Now, upon shutting down, the CPU fan will go super fast in max settings and keep it going until it eventually shuts down. One of the first things we noticed is that at times before the shutdown, the NVMe drive will rapidly blink. And one thing to notice is there is absolutely no thermal pad on the NVMe drive. So it might be stability issues, or it might be something a little more sinister. So we're gonna log in, check Crystal Disk, and see if there's anything wrong with the NVMe drive. It's also fair to note that the GPU drivers are not updated. So we're gonna also do that and see if it fixes the issue. If it doesn't, we're gonna try replacing the NVMe drive. Hopefully that does something. Anomaly nightmares like this typically take a few tries, but eventually the problem is found out. So we're gonna download Crystal Disk. And upon checking Crystal Disk, it doesn't look like the NVMe drive has any problems. And we can tell by the power on hours that the NVMe drive is basically brand new. This is also a good time to once again remind you that no matter how small or how big your graphics card, always add a support. Just to prevent sagging or anything damaging the PCIe slot. Or your overly expensive RTX brick. Next, we're going to update the GPU drivers. Also, when downloading GPU drivers, try sticking to only downloading the drivers. All that extra stuff from NVIDIA has been known to cause blue screens and other issues. We're gonna let that load for a second. Feels like forever, the drivers are finally downloaded. It's also fair to mention that we went to the power settings and changed the settings to never, because sometimes that causes problems. We'll also set the BIOS settings to default and turn automatic tuning on. Now we launch Fortnite and see if it stays on for more than 5 minutes. It did not. Matter of fact, it didn't even last a minute. So we are back to the drawing board. Now we've tried it with 1 stick of RAM and we've tried it with 2 sticks of RAM, and we still come up with the same problem. But for the sake of science, we're gonna stick in some new RAM and see how this project goes. After that, we'll clone the drive and see if swapping the NVMe will do anything. Until then, stay tuned. If you like this video, like and subscribe to keep updated with our latest top tech nightmares of the day. And it seems like swapping the RAM worked.